I'm stunner, nigga. Rich gang, 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 like that. Woo. Know what I'm saying?
Boy, what the hell you doing in here throwing up set? You ain't got no job.
What's good, NHG squad? This is your boy NHG OneMic, and welcome back for another interview. Today we got Rose in the building. What's good?
Hey, what's up?
What's good? What's good, man? I know you wanted me to do this interview with you. You know, you got some stuff. I guess you want to get off your chest, right?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I guess you can say that.
Before we get into all that, I want to get a little history of you first before we get to the real situation. When did you start playing PlayStation Home, and what was your first gamer tag when you started?
My first gamer tag was Crystallized 82 on
Okay.
PlayStation Home. And then I changed it to Crystal 420X.
Okay.
I was in the Dynasty and TRM. In the Dynasty, I had my own. I ran my own fam actually.
Oh, really?
Crystal.
Huh.
And then I wasn't necessarily recruited by Cam, but he wanted, like Chameleon from TRM.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to come in and take my fam in because I was 140 deep
Damn.
at that time. So
And you by yourself, you was running the fan.
by myself, yeah.
Okay. So what made you, I guess merge with TRM then?
Because they were actually doing a video, Harlem Shake video, and he kind of like wanted us to jump in. So I got, whoever was on. I'm actually in that Harlem Shake video.
Oh, really? Oh, so it's on YouTube?
Yeah, I think it was under another gamer tag, but it had to do with my fam.
Okay. So how was the experience with TRM since, merging together? How was that like?
We didn't stay long.
Yeah, I didn't stay that long.
It got boring. Yeah, we didn't stay long.
Well, how come? Like, what happened?
I'm a woman of my own mind. I don't like to be ran by a man for that. I just can't deal. That's not me. I'm an alpha female.
Okay. Jeez. So, you split apart. From there, what were your family doing from there then?
We were just doing our own thing. We used to, play Black Ops 2 and just chill and hang out and play games and sit in party chats and, kind of shoot the shit together, as they say.
Okay. That's what's up. So your fam, you said Dynasty, right?
We were in TRM Dynasty. Yeah.
Okay. Your fam, was it an all female fam, or was it a mixer?
No, it was a mix, co-ed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what made you, decide, make your own fam? Like, you want to be the boss. Like, what made you do that?
Because first of all, I don't like to follow somebody. It's not for me. I like to be the one to call the shots. The alpha female mentality. I can't let a guy tell me what to do. I have an issue with it.
Okay.
Might as well not even say anything because it's not gonna go very far because I'm gonna shoot that down.
Oh wow, damn. Okay. So, running your fam, like, what was the experience? Running your own fam. Did you get into like a lot of drama behind it? Did people like you had some snakes in there? Like, how it was when you was running it?
I had a few kind of, I guess, imposters, I guess you would say. I had a few of them, but we nipped that in the bud real quick. And, they were obviously kicked out. But we really had a good time. We did really have a good time. And, yeah, like I said before, we were actually 140 deep.
Damn.
I had over 140 members at one time.
Damn, okay. And you were doing hella good. Shoot, just by yourself? Like, man.
By myself. I mean, of course you have second in command leaders in a fam, but I pretty much started it from the floor up.
Man. All right.
But I have to confess, I did take a guy's fam.
Oh, you did.
Oh, his whole fam. Yeah, I did.
Now, how you do that? Took yourself in.
I joined his fam for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I already had I had my footing in fams before,
Oh, yeah.
but I got his whole fam kind of like on my side. Not really manipulations, just more friendly,
Mm-hmm.
like truthful, just kind of like everybody respected me. And they saw that he wasn't really being fair to me or appreciating me. So I kind of was like, you know what? I don't think this is going to be for me. I'm going to leave. If you guys want to come, come with me. And we were like, if you want to roll with me in the middle of our fam meeting, we're going to go ahead and stand up and pop green. And like everybody except for 4 people. And that was like in a clubhouse back on home.
Okay.
Everybody but 4, because that was like, I think 31 people. And out of that 31 people, like only 4 didn't pop.
Oh, wow.
They didn't pop green. But yeah, that was it. That was the start of Crystal Crown Mafia.
Crystal Mafia. She. So that was your main color for the fan, green.
It was blue.
Oh, it was blue. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. So let me ask you this: Is it? I always feel like for guys, when they recruit people, it's kind of hard for guys because you gotta convince them and tell them, some little bit of dreams. But females, I feel like it's real easy for them to recruit people, build that fam up. Um, was it easy for you to just recruit people to your fam?
Yeah, because I flirt.
Ah, and that's how you get them.
Yeah, my line is actually, if you want to see more of me, you should come with me,
Man,
kind of thing. Yeah, and it works.
damn. Okay. Okay. I always feel like with females, it's real easy to recruit them. So that's good. The Mafia fan, like, did y'all get into beef with other fans on PlayStation Home?
Yeah, we did. I'm always up for a fight, really.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm a decent roaster, I would say.
decent roast. Okay,
Yeah, I would say.
so
I'm
who y'all
witty
was
and I
fighting?
have quick comeback.
Craig. Oh man, damn. All right. Um, who y'all was beefing with at the time on PlayStation Home?
Anybody. It was 3W.
Anybody?
It could have been anybody. If anybody who wanted to open their mouth and start shit.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. All right. That's what's up. I know you told me that you was in NHG. Like I told you before, I had to ask JC. JC didn't even know at first, but I think it popped to him. They like, oh yeah, she was. How was your experience when you was with NHG? Running the fam. Me and JC gone. We doing other things right now. How was running NHG by yourself? I guess can I say that by yourself or somebody else was helping you?
Well, you mean CCM?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think you said NHG.
Yeah, yeah, NHG.
But
Was he with NHG?
no, I was CCM and TRM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I was running it by myself. It was fine. I did have like second in commands, a few people that I no longer talk to because they turned out to be two-faced little bitches.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you this. Did you watch Fair's interview?
I did watch it. Yeah, I did watch it.
So, how do you feel about that interview I did with him?
It was a good interview, but I think it was full of shit.
Really?
He was full of shit. Yeah, like he makes him to Cam to be like just this really great guy.
Uh-huh.
I don't see it.
You damn. Okay. Well, so like, I mean, I know he told me about the TRM situation, how TRM could have been a bigger fan if Cam did it right. I know he told me about his vision was trying to get profit off of the fam. He was trying to do other things and just being on home and fight people. Was you around where he was trying to do that, trying to get money off of it, trying to do other things?
Yeah, I forget what the name of the actual business that he was trying to be affiliated with. It had
Mm-hmm.
something to do with kind of like a AAA thing for cars, but it had some other name. I forget what it was, but I kind of felt like I was like swindled into that because Cam likes to keep the weak-minded around, and he
Really?
kind of plays on the weak-minded.
Damn.
He likes to keep like those that have like special need issues kind of around so that he can kind of manipulate them and get them to do what they want. Trust me, I'm not an idiot. I have a psychology degree.
Wow.
Um, so he likes to keep those kinds of people around, and I went ahead and did it because I thought it was a pretty cool idea, and it was legit. Like it wasn't something that they weren't taking my money,
Uh-huh.
but it turns out that after he got us all to sign up, I never heard another thing about the business. So I kind of feel like I signed up and he got all the commission.
Wow. So basically, he didn't split up with you then.
No,
Damn. So you
hell
didn't
no.
see
That was
no
all for him.
offer him.
Yeah, that was all for him.
So you didn't see no kind of like you know money involved for TRM.
No, that was all. That was a bunch of bullshit.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Because when he would tell me that about that, I was a little bit shocked because I didn't think you could do something like that on PlayStation Home. Trying to get your name on the billboard and have clothes, and I was a little bit shocked about that. But man, even though he tried, that was to me. I feel like that was cool. Like, somebody trying to
It
do a
was
little
a good
different.
idea,
Yeah, a
but
good
it
idea.
didn't go over well.
Damn. Well, how come it didn't go over well? Like what happened? Like why he just couldn't do it? Like it was other stuff around him. That's why he couldn't do it.
I just don't. I think it was more for his own satisfaction
Mm-hmm.
because he thought that it was going to be a cool idea for everyone. Everyone was going to agree with it, and it turned out that nobody really wanted to do the work. They didn't want to put the work in. They were on PlayStation because they wanted to play PlayStation, and not
Mm-hmm.
because they wanted to try and make money.
Mm.
He had a bunch of people who are on like disability checks and stuff. They didn't have the money to do that. That's like $20 out of their check every month. That they're
Mm-hmm.
not going to do that. They're not going to keep up with that. They want to go play Black Ops or Nebula.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They don't want to sit here and send advertisement to gamers that we don't even know.
Damn. You feel like that he had special ed people in his fam?
I know for a fact. I know for a fact. I know.
What?
I knew one guy in particular. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't. I don't do that. But he's on a disability check. He's on disability. He does not work because of an issue that he had when he was born.
Okay.
He didn't have. He just barely gets enough money to live on his own. There's no way he's gonna be able to afford something like that.
Damn. Okay. Okay. I ain't never thought about TRM has special people in the fam. I know one person that was what Thunder Flash, but that was really it. I didn't know it was more special people in his fam. But okay, that's
Oh, I can name off probably a handful.
damn.
Hmm.
Like, I need to know, like, how did Cam, like, when he recruits people, do he know that they don't, like, special ed? Like, okay, I want you to join my fan because, you got a special ability or a special. How he
No,
know
he
this kind
doesn't.
of
He
stuff?
doesn't. He doesn't come out and say it. Just so
Oh, okay.
happens. Yeah, but I mean, when someone opens it, because in order to join a spam, you have to have a mic. So
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna hear the person talk, and you're gonna know if the person is, has a mental capacity of, higher or lower than normal. So, you can just tell
Mm-hmm.
sometimes who has the special needs issue.
Okay, okay. Then, have Cam ever, like, flirted with you, trying to get with you? Have you ever seen that from him?
Oh, he's an ex-boyfriend.
Oh, shit. For real?
For real.
Ex-boyfriend. Wow. Okay. This gets more interesting. How was you dating? Dating. Was it good? I know all relationships. Some good, bad. Like how it was with you with him.
I had better relationships with my dildo, honey.
What? What?
You heard me.
What? Hold up.
Yes.
It was that
No,
bad?
he's lame. He's lame.
Damn.
He's lame.
Just straight like that. He just lame.
Just lame.
Okay. He might be lame, but he couldn't be lame when he pulled you though. I mean, he did. You know, talk to you. He must have grabbed the number, so it had to have been something that you liked about him.
I was kind of like, whatever, that's fine.
Oh my god.
I already had another friend on the side, so it
You
didn't really
did.
matter.
Oh wow. So you was already playing him anyway, so you didn't really care.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Like what Cam did for you on PlayStation Home? Did y'all go on dates? Go different servers, just chill by yourself. Did you had anything
On
with that one?
PlayStation Home, no, we weren't dating. He was dating somebody else. It was actually on Nebula, like PlayStation 4, that we actually dated for a
What?
little while. Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
About 8 months. Yeah.
8 months ago.
Yeah. Well, no, we dated 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's been a little while.
hmm, for that's a long time. 8 months. Sheesh. With PlayStation Home and Nebula. Okay, so being on not PlayStation Home, Nebula. I know you did tell me that TRM is on Nebula. So um, how that transformation work? How the hell TRM got on Nebula? Because I know Ferris was telling me that TRM would never be on Nebula. Like it's done. So how that came about?
They are on Nebula. Um, I guess he doesn't have his sources correct, because I was literally just recently in that fam, probably 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and they were on Nebula trying to recruit.
Damn.
And then I took a whole division.
You took a whole division.
I took a whole division.
Jeez. And so can you say TRM is deep on Nebula or is still building? Because I don't. When did TRM did the Nebula thing? Is it a couple of months or was it a year ago? Like when did this happen?
Apparently they just got back on. Like when I rejoined, when I said I was gonna come and help Cam again, which I did say that. They got all excited. Everybody was happy that I came back because I'm an elite recruiter and elite leader, so that's why he wanted me there. He asked me to come back, and it took me a while to make that decision. But then I got there, and everybody was recruiting, and because they were excited that I was there trying to build, and I think it's like the same members that are still in the fam. It's like Dark Knight Girl.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of new faces. It's kind of like the same people.
All right. Is they planning on recruit new faces? Because it's a lot of new faces on Nebula right now. So I mean, it's a couple OGs, but it's a lot of new faces now.
A few OGs. A few. They're trying to steal members out of other fams.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Nebula is that big yet, man. Because I feel like you see the same people every day on Nebula. Like I just don't think that right now TRN could be big right now, just because you see the same people almost every day. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, it's the same people. It's the same drama, the same bullshit. Everything is the same, except Nebula is shit compared to PlayStation Home.
Man. Gee, okay. So, hold on. Is you still with TRM now, or did you left?
No,
You already
I
left. Okay. So, what fam are you running now? Because I see RKE. So,
Red Kush Empire.
Red Cushion. Okay. So, what's that fam about?
We're about having fun. We play a lot of games. We hang out on Nebula. We like to dance, have parties, listen to music, and kind of. Some of us like to roast. Some of us
Mm-hmm.
don't. We're a cool group of people.
Okay, okay. Running the fam on Nebula now. Are you watching like certain things you don't want to repeat from PlayStation Home that you want to change up and shit? So is there anything like that on the new fam you on now?
I definitely am not going to be spending a lot of money on this game, that's for sure. So I rather recruit recruit people from games and
uh-uh.
other sources of media.
Okay, okay, that's what's up. I know you talked about before, I recorded, um, about a situation happened with one of your friends. He had to go fly out. Do you want to talk about that, or you want to leave that alone?
Yeah, no, we can talk about that.
Okay,
We
okay.
can talk about that.
So,
And actually, if I could just butt in here, that was actually Dark Knight Girl I went and saved from Tampa.
it was Dark Knight Girl.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, okay. Can you shine some light on that situation? Like, what happened?
So apparently, Chameleon came to Tampa to do some work and had Dark Knight Girl, who is his daughter, PSN daughter,
Oh,
um,
okay.
Elite Princess from TRM, come down to Florida to, I guess, hang out with him or help work with him or whatever that case was. And it was in the middle of summertime, so it was really hot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess there was some financial issues. There wasn't a hotel. He didn't have a hotel waiting for her when she came down. So
Damn.
in Florida, in the middle of summer, they didn't have a place to stay. So apparently they were sleeping on park benches and walking around the city, which
What?
if you know Tampa isn't the best, is not the best place, or it's not really
Mm-hmm.
safe. It's really not safe. So the girl calls me crying because she's sleeping on park benches and she's taking showers in Planet Fitness.
Damn.
And she calls me boo-hoo crying that she wants to go home. She shouldn't have come here. So I'm like, all right, I'm in Florida. I'm 3 hours away. I'll go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and pick you up. I'll come get you. If you're really unhappy, I'll send you home. I had this
Damn.
45-minute conversation with her aunt because she called her aunt and her mom back where in the state where she lives,
Mm-hmm.
and discussing how she was going to get home, that they wanted them to wanted her to stay with my sister and I, who actually drove over to Tampa. And
Okay.
yeah, I spent $485 of my own money
Damn.
and sent her back
400.
home.
Jeez. That's like okay. She went out there to help him do some kind. What kind of work he was trying to do?
Some type of like pole work, like to
Pole work.
like, oh, I forget what it was called. He was not pole, like not a pole, like in the ground, like
Like a strip
it's
club?
like a voting
Oh.
thing.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
He's trying to change a law, basically. What it was, trying to get a $15 minimum hour wage in Florida. I couldn't understand it because he lives in Indiana, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Man. So how did she get down there? Did he like flew her to him, or did she I don't know took a bus out there?
She took a plane out there. I don't think he
Okay.
helped pay for it, or maybe he helped pay for half. I'm not 100% sure about that, but he actually sent. He might have sent. I think he might have paid for half of that ticket, but
Uh huh.
I know that she went down there with $50. She took a Spirit airline, which we both know is a cheap airline.
Mm-hmm.
It's budget airline. So she took that down there. She went to Tampa, and yeah, they had been taking buses all around the city because they didn't have transportation.
Oh wow. Damn. I know it had to been really rough for her. You know, experience that kind of craziness. Had to sleep outside in the dark in the park. Um, man, like I'm blown right now. Like, damn, Cam. Like, I never knew this about Cam. Like, and you said this is 100% true. You're not trolling me or nothing like that, right?
No, absolutely not. I'm 100% truthful with you because I kept one of my PlayStation friends
hmm
on the phone the whole entire time I was there, and my real life sister. She drove her own SUV. So
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Damn. You were definitely a good friend. Definitely saving her for that situation. So, congratulations for doing that, man. I really appreciate that doing that for her.
thank you.
Man.
Only to
Mhm.
be like kind of like laughed at in the face, and kind of
Yeah.
slapped in the face after that because she
You
said she
did?
should have never left. Yeah.
Mm.
So, and then she laughed when I asked her to pay me back the money. So.
Oh yeah. Whew, 400 and something.
I'm really understanding. I'm very
Uh huh.
genuine. I care. Obviously, I did that out of the goodness of my heart. I told her
Mhm.
how much the plane ticket was, and I told her that she was going to have to pay me back. And I realized that she does not work a high paying job, and I get
Mhm.
that. So I told her $25 a month until it's paid off. It's not
Okay.
that hard.
Is she getting close to the goal to paying you off?
She hasn't paid me not a dime.
Not a dime. Not
Not a
$20.
dime.
What? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh.
She sat in front of me in a party chat talking about what she wanted to buy some merchandise or something from a
Uh.
store or whatever. And I said to her, I said, "Well, before you purchase that, why don't you pay me back?" And she laughed at me.
Wow. That's that's crazy, yo. Sheesh. Is y'all still friends right
Fuck
now?
no.
Mm. Damn. Okay. Okay. Before we get to that, when you picked her up, where did you pick her up at?
I actually had her get on a city bus
Uh huh.
before they stopped rolling because city buses stop at a certain
Yeah.
time.
Sure do.
And had her go to the Tampa airport because there's security there, there's stores there.
Mhm.
Basically, it's a safe place to go. And there's also a hotel attached to it. So she could go sit in that big, they have a really large lobby that she could go sit and have something to eat and get a drink or whatever.
Okay.
And I went and picked her up. I went and walked in there, picked her up, and put her in the car, and we headed to Orlando because I wanted to get her out of Tampa.
Uh huh.
But before we actually left Tampa, it took us like almost 2 hours to try and find the Planet Fitness so that she could pick up all her clothes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Damn. Sheesh. Mm-mm-mm. How was that conversation was when she was in the car with you? Like, did you try? Did you have a conversation during that trip?
We Yeah, we talked. I felt really bad for her because, she was in a place she didn't know. She was
hmm
hot. She was dehydrated.
Damn.
It wasn't planned very well at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked, had a conversation. She was really pissed off at the situation and how Cam treated the situation and how Cam made her feel. And then she fell asleep because she hadn't slept properly for a couple days.
Yeah. They didn't touch the bed for damn. Mm.
Yeah.
Whew, okay. Okay. So after all that, I know you did tell her that she had to pay you. She didn't pay you. Damn. Um. Since you're not friends no more, how do you feel about the whole situation? Come, come. Coming at your heart, helping her, going out there to pick her up, how do you feel about all that helpness you did for her, and she decided now, not to pay you now?
I feel like my genuine heart was like taken for granted, really.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like basically backstabbed. Um, I almost feel like I should have never done that. Like, but
Mm.
I'll get my blessings because I did help someone that was in need.
Yeah, definitely get your blessings, man. Okay, okay, sheesh, man, that's just crazy. I know you were talking about, I think you were talking about fears, about some kind of
Hmm.
debt collector or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, what's going on with that? Like this whole debt thing.
I have honestly no clue. Like, that's what Dark Knight was saying, that, somebody was calling her phone trying to collect debts, or some kind of shark was trying to get their money back from Ferris, because he's been MIA.
Really?
Hmm.
Damn. Mm-mm-mm. And people, debt collectors calling you too?
No, just
Oh,
Dark
just
Knight
oh, okay,
Girl.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know him like that.
All right, all right. Damn, okay. Cause I mean I don't know, cause when I did the interview with him, he was telling me he travels, he does a lot, he do a lot of big things. That's what he telling me, and we talk off the game. He sent me text messages, tell me how he doing, doing other stuff. So I don't never thought that he would be in some kind of debt. Like he's traveling, he doing doing big things. So hearing that just that's crazy to me.
Right, and
Damn.
I make sure that I ask again, like when I hear
Yeah.
something like that. I'm like, who was that? Ferris? She's like, yeah, it was Ferris. Ferris has some debt collector. I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm not going to relay the information if I'm not 100% sure.
Mhm.
So
Damn.
that was confirmed.
Wow. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Have you talked to Cam lately about the whole situation with Dark Girl? About her being out there sleeping there outside? Have you had a conversation with him about that?
No, he shrugged all that off. I don't know. I think there was a rumor, which I never ever once said this, and I want to get this on record
Mhm.
because I never once said that he raped her.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, I said he left her out there, and it was potentially tragic. She could have been raped, she could have been
Mhm.
murdered in the middle of Tampa. Tampa's not a great place to be. I never once said that he raped her. No,
Okay.
never once
Okay.
said that. He's not. He's an asshole, but he's not that much of an asshole.
Mm. Damn. All right. I would have thought you would talk to him because you did say you joined
No,
TRM.
he's blocked on all media, on Kik,
Damn.
on PlayStation, everything. I'm done with him.
Wow. So why join TRM knowing that Cam is gonna be around?
We were kind of letting bygones be bygones, so kind of like
Mhm.
squashing the beef and you know everything like that. But it just got to the point where it was the same shit. Everything. It was just like everybody hates TRM. Everybody's going at TRM. Even if you're affiliated with TRM,
Mhm.
people want to start bullshit with you. You could be just standing there dancing and someone will come up to you and start beef, and then they won't go away. So then you have like 10 pages of blocked people, and I just wasn't dealing with it anymore. And he was never on. He was always doing something else,
Mm.
you know. And then he has the same people leading the fam
Wow.
because they're weak-minded and manipulated, and it's the same people
What?
day in and day out. Yeah, it's the same shit, different page, I guess you could say.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Well, jeez. I mean, I don't know, man. Like this is all new to me. I ain't know all this was going down about the whole how Dark Girl was out in the cold. How Cam, I guess, I don't know, telling lies for her to come out there. Um, you dating him?
Yeah.
Oh man, shoot, that's interesting. Since you don't keep up with Cam or Dark Girl, um, who else do you keep up with in TRM?
um well, I'm not going to mention any names, but there are a couple people in there that I will have their back any
Okay,
time, any day. They know who they are.
okay, okay. Will you do a collab with TRM like you did on PlayStation Home?
No, I will never, and I can swear this. I can put my hand up and swear to this. I will never join that fam again
Damn.
because it has rolled on into my real life. Like I
Mm-hmm.
like I keep my PlayStation PlayStation and my real life like separate, and like they've gotten too deep. Like I've actually met them. I have a picture of Chameleon and Dark Knight Girl. Him like literally pointing his finger at her, schooling her about something that she's not doing right on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk?
Full body picture. Yeah, full body picture of both of them.
Wow. That's tough. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Man. Wonder if do you think Dark Girl and Cam is still still in contact with each other?
Oh, every day on the cell phone and everything.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Man. So they still talk to each other. I would have thought that she'd be done with them, but I guess not.
Her family wanted her to be done with him, but she found some way to wiggle herself back into there, because they didn't want anything to do with him. Because I literally told her aunt everything.
Damn.
I don't trust that man. I do not trust that man to save my life. So.
All right. Jeez. Okay. When you was with TRM, was there any like dreams that he was giving you, like if you join, this was gonna happen? Did he ever had a conversation with you with that?
No, basically the last time I joined, I told him I wanna run a division and I want this rank, and he gave it to me.
Damn, he must get He gave you a good contract, man. So why you got Cam blocked, knowing that you was gonna you was in TRM on Nebula?
I'm never, and I can say this with certainty, that I'm never going back to TRM. I'm good. They're just some of the most ingenuine people that I've ever met in my life. Manipulation. I don't really. He stinks as a fam leader. I just don't think it's not for me.
Okay. Well, I mean, your adventures with TRM is crazy, for real. Like, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit! If you have like any advice for people who's thinking about joining TRM, what would your advice would be?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
He leaves his PlayStation daughter that does not know how to speak to people, who is in the highest rank, like basically the highest rank that there is, and he leaves her alone to run the fam by herself, and she's not very good at it.
Wow. Damn. Jeez, okay. I hope everybody got that. Man. All right. So, I mean, I don't know, man. You answer all my questions. Like, I don't even know what else I could come up with. But if you feel like you want to get off your chest, go ahead. This is your floor, dude. Say what you gotta say.
Yeah, I've already said all I say. TRMK, okay, all day. We get it in. No, we get it in. Red Kush Empire. That's who you need to join.
Red Kush Empire. Okay. Yep. Oh, before we even end this interview, how is the Red Kush Empire? Is y'all deep? Is y'all doing real good on Nebula?
I took the whole division out of TRM. We're growing. We're getting deep. We're getting deep. I'm not going to tell you how many members we have, because that ain't nobody's business. But we're getting deep. We're getting new members every day because they see how we roll.
Man, all right. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Telling your side of the story of what was going on with TRM, I guess behind closed doors, because I definitely didn't open that door. So I really appreciate it, man. You want to do another interview, what to do, hit me up. We can schedule another interview with you, and we can get a powder from there. But
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I probably want to do an interview with your whole family, Red Kush Empire. Yeah.
I think they would like that, actually.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
let them know. We can
All right,
schedule something.
Y'all stay tuned for that interview too. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this interview, man. This is your boy NHG OneMic. Subscribe, comment, like, and stay tuned for the next video. I'm out of here, man.